Part 2. Alright, so onto the transformation of Masterpiece Starscream. In my opinion, the best way to transform Starscream is to kind of undo something in one part of the figure and then undo a little bit of something on the other end and go, throughout the figure until you can come back and undo more. It's kind of like a process. Yeah, okay. So now let's get this underway. First thing I'm going to do is going to go ahead and take this piece right here and sort of fold it down like this. Take the flaps and fold them inwards. Take these flaps, fold them inwards as well. Then we're going to go over here in the back and actually flip this all the way like this. And take this and undo it. So you can, like I said, kind of start undoing things. Then I'm going to reach in here and sort of start, like I said, start separating things. Like that. And there's no way I'm going to be able to transform it without taking these things off, but there's these pieces right here that kind of come off. You could peg them back in with this peg right here. You can pop them back in, but I prefer to simply just take them off because they are going to come off no matter what. Alright, it's impossible. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. Take the wings and unpop them and separate them to the side like this. Then take it, kind of undo them because this piece right here in the center kind of clasp them in right here, so you kind of have to toggle them and then flip them up like this. Then take this and undo it and flip it upwards. If I can manage to do that. Okay, there you go. Separate the cockpit so then you can kind of reach in here and take this piece and flip it upwards. Okay, so like I said, take this, flip it upwards like that. Then we're going to go over here and let's go ahead and start doing the legs. Like I said earlier, you're going to separate these pieces to the side. And now you can take all of this down here and flip it downwards. There you go. Oh, finger came off. You can go ahead and separate the legs, but I'm going to go ahead and separate them anyway. And take the legs down and flip them downwards like so. I'm doing a bad job at this. Then reach in here, and this one already kind of came off, but you're going to go ahead and take the arms and rotate them to the side. Same thing over here. You're going to take it, pop it open, rotate to the side like that. And now everything is starting to come together now. Now right when you get to here, you'll notice that out of this entire figure, the only portion of this figure that is actually made out of a die-cast metal is this little I guess you can call it a skeletal piece that kind of holds the upper body and the lower body together. This piece is the only thing that's actually made out of die-cast in the entire figure. Which is kind of sad because I really wish the whole figure was made out of die-cast, or at least more of it. But you're going to go ahead and take these two pieces right here in the middle that kind of form that little white piece that would hook up to the base and split it up right down the middle. Then take the pieces and rotate them to the side. So that then they're like this. There you go. This is a better way to... There you go. Rotate them down so that they kind of cover up that die-cast piece. Like that. Rotate them down like this. There you go. So that there's an open gap in the middle that will be filled up later on. But it still adds a neat little detail. You're going to take the wings and kind of fold them up upwards to kind of make a little bit of space. That's what I like to do, at least. Gonna take this and rotate it down so that it fits in perfectly with this piece that you rotated to the side. Forms the turbine engine. Rotate this down as well, and this one doesn't want to go in. Damn it. There you go. Alright, kind of starting to get everything situated. Fold the wings all the way up. Now that you got a little bit of more space, at least. Fold them all the way up. Now you're going to take the nose cone and sort of bend it like so that the entire cockpit will go through the chest here. Gonna press it inwards and make it go through. Oh, there you go. And also, when you turn the whole thing, you got to make sure that the head pulls through this little hole right here. You got to make some space. You got to put the head in a certain way so that the head could go through. Like so. Ooh, hit the camera. Some realistic. There you go. So fit it through the chest so that then this is now part of the chest. Okay, now here comes kind of one of those moments that you do it and then everything just suddenly makes sense. And take the upper body and lower body and clasp it together like so, like that. And I should have done something before I've done that. You gotta open up the cockpit and take this piece and rotate it inwards, like that. And then close the cockpit again. There you go. Now he's starting to look like Starscream. Gonna go over here in the back and fold this upwards like this. And then that peg, where's that peg? Here's the peg. This peg will go into that hole. And press up against it, like that. Now you can actually hold the figure and it actually looks rather nice. Take the camera, rotate it up. Now you could take those pieces that I kind of popped off earlier and put them back exactly where they were, right there. And before you do that, you're gonna take, let me show you, take this flap, flip it inwards, and pop it back in, right there. Do the same thing over here. Now as you can see, he's doing a really weird stance with his arms. So let's go ahead and rotate the arms down. And kind of have to hold the chest in place. Rotate the shoulders down, rotate this way so that the elbow piece is facing forwards so that his articulation is correct. Fold his fist down and rotate his fist so that it's correct. Open up his hands, his thumb, and repeat the exact same thing with the other arm. And last but certainly not least, you gotta fold out the feet, which is kind of weird because usually you fold out the feet first in the figure. And this is yet again another one of those moments, another nail digger, so give me a second. Okay, there you go. So you're gonna take this, flip it down, and then flip it all the way around to form his feet. As you can see right there. Same thing, flip this down. You really need to get your nails in there because it's really hard to get. And there we have Masterpiece. Whoa, I did not know he stood on his own. Okay then. And there we have Masterpiece Starscream in robot mode. A truly defining figure. I love this figure. Not only is it one of the best G1 incarnations that I've seen in a while, it's actually one of the best Starscreams. Down to the very last detail. You got the turbine engines as the chest, as the pecs. You got the cockpit as the stomach. You know, you got everything. You got the panels. You got the blockiness of the original G1 cartoon around his arms. Everything. Alright, down to the last little detail. He's got individually articulated fingers, although the last three are kind of joined together. But the index finger and the thumb are individually articulated, and it's very nice. Got an enormous amount of articulation in the arms, as well as the legs. You could bend the legs, like so. Rotate them. You can also rotate the feet, although no, the feet you can only rotate like this. But you can actually also use the thrust vector as a heel, so you can give him a lot more posability, which is really nice. If I can get him standing, there you go. Just like the set of the box, it does come with two faces. As you can see right here, this is his default face, and it's him with that classic Starscream trademark smirk that he has on his face. What you're gonna do to reveal his second face is to take the head, fold it up, and reach inside, and sort of take his head out from underneath his head. If I can reach in here. There you go. Okay. Take his head, rotate it downwards like this, so then it looks like this, and rotate it all the way so you can reveal his other face, and simply press it back up, and fold the entire head down, and there you have his default face with just a regular face. You know, basically it's no smirk. He also comes with the revealing missile pods right here on his chest. Really wish there was a little bit more of detail on them, but still really nice. So now you can also take the missile pods that I showed you guys earlier, and you can fit them in the holes right here on his shoulders, on his arms. Take them and make them look more G1-esque. And like I said before, you could also put him on the display stand like he is now. You can take this, slide it outwards, and then take it, rotate it like this, and slide it this way, like so. So then, oh wait, it's backwards. Take it like this and rotate it inwards like this. So now there's a hole in there, and then there's this to hold up his crotch. You could take the figure, and if you look underneath right here, there's a peg right there, and that peg is gonna go into that hole. And there he is, to kind of give him that floating effect. Put the camera up. So there you go. You can put him in different poses and make him seem as if he's floating off the air. It looks really nice. Even though you could properly stand him on his own with his feet, which is neat because I barely discovered that. I never actually tried to pose him on the ground without the actual base. I give this guy a 9.2 out of 10, which is an A-. Definitely a must-have figure for any Transformers aficionado, whether you like G1, Starscream, Transformers in general. This guy is a must-have. Like I said, I only picked him up for about 30 bucks on Walmart. I don't think they have this specific guy anymore, but they do have the Skywarp repaint, which, like I said, it's this exact mold, but it comes with the Skywarp colors, purple, black, and I think it goes for about the same exact price. And it's also a Walmart exclusive, if I recall. But it's a very nice mold. If you can't get this guy, get Skywarp at least. His color scheme is even nice. It's not even that much of a big deal. But it's still a very nice figure, and I highly recommend them. So that's it for this review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.
BigBadToyStore.com. It's big, it's bad, it has it all.